You're this perp back with another video, and I just got done watching the brand new holiday horror movie coming out of Shudder. This should be out on Shudder this weekend, called The Sacrifice Game. Now, I went into this movie pretty blind. You know, I usually do that with a lot of original Shudder movies. This I found to be very entertaining, so I'm not going to spoil a lot of the twists and turns that happen in this. But this starts off, we're in like the 70s. We got this like 70s aesthetic going on, and I'll get a little more into that, my thoughts on that overall. Um, we have these four characters. You might recognize old boy that played Aladdin. He plays Jude in this. He seems to be like the leader of these four strangers. You got Maisie, that's the girl, and then next to Maisie you got Grant, and next to Jude you got Doug. And Doug, he brings a lot of humor to this movie as well. But these four characters, are going around killing people and making a name for themselves and going on this killing spree, but mostly targeting specific people at times, because they were told that if we get certain these pieces together, it will lead us to what we need to accomplish. And what they need to accomplish is they want to um, release this demon, and this demon is going to give them whatever they want. Very generic shit. But where this story gets really interesting is we see our main characters later on, well, shortly after we get introduced to these four, and it picks up at this boarding school, I guess, for girls, and we get introduced to our actual main character, Samantha, and everybody's getting ready to go away for the holidays. It's Christmas time, obviously. Nobody really likes Samantha at the school. She's having a hard time fitting in and making friends. She just wants to go home for the holidays, but for some odd reason, her stepdad doesn't want her to come at all, like, doesn't want her to come back home. And that was a really sad kind of moment, because you get to see all these kids, go off with their families, but she has to be stuck here. And there's this other character that goes by the name of Clara. Very similar to Samantha, she is very much an outcast, very quiet, looked at as the weird girl in school. But Clara's got some tricks up her sleeve, and I will not reveal those, but Clara is definitely one of the interesting characters. So what ends up happening, the teacher that stays with them, Rose, we get introduced to her character. She stays behind to kind of look after Samantha and Clara, and her soon-to-be fiance, Jimmy, is off, like, kind of driving kids to different destinations, so he's kind of out of the picture temporarily. But what ends up happening is these four characters end up going to this school because of certain circumstances that led them to get there. And this is where things get really interesting, where they just start to torment these characters, Samantha, Rose, and whatnot. They just torture them. They just take pleasure in torturing their victims. And I will have to say, the kills in this are pretty fucking brutal. They're not super over the top. They're just very aggressive and in your face a lot of the time. And I appreciate that. So now it comes down to, Samantha, Rose, and Clara having to figure out how they're going to survive this, how they're going to make it out, and there's a lot of twists and turns that I really enjoyed and really liked, because with Maisie's character, you find out a lot about her character, as she used to be a person that a girl that went to this school as well. So there's certain things that she kind of picks up on as she's there, and we see a lot more of the plan being revealed, and things that get revealed are very fascinating. I think the ending is very dope as well. You know, it's not the best horror movie that I've watched this year, but it's definitely very entertaining. You know, it's something different. It has a lot of interesting twists. I like the violence in this movie. The humor really works for me because it doesn't get over the top silly or anything like that, but it's just enough to make you kind of laugh or chuckle at the moment. But yeah, I would recommend definitely checking this out once it drops on Shudder. If you do get around to checking this out, let me know your thoughts of it, because I definitely want to see old boy that played Aladdin. I think it's like Mena. He was also in Reprisal. I would like to see him play more villainous roles, because he definitely goes over the top in this movie, but I like it. And it's just like, yeah, I want to see him play more villains in the future. And also the younger actresses that played Samantha and played Clara did a really good job. I want to see them in more horror or just more things in general. That's just my thoughts on the movie without diving into spoilers, because I definitely think you should just go check this out for yourself. But till next time, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.